Hey everybody, what's going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today I'm playing Entropia Universe. What I'm going to be doing today is something a little bit different, something I haven't tried before. Well, I haven't tried in a while at least. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to try a 25 PED Explosive Projectiles Blueprint 2 crafting run. So this is level 3 Explosive Projectiles Blueprint. If you look, yes, I did check. I'm SIB, so that means I am in that skill increase bonus period. So I'm going to be getting some mad skills here, hopefully. And that is all that matters to me. I do not care about, well, I care about PEDs lost and made, but I expect this to be a loss. So what I'm going to be doing is going in here with 25 PEDs and seeing what I can make, what I can loot. And let's see how it goes. So I don't know. I'm going to try and just play through this and see what happens. I'm not sure if this is going to be interesting because there's a lot less to talk about unless I'm looting anything cool. Ooh, that's not bad. 2.93 PEDs. So that's pretty hot. For those of you guys who are wondering where I'm doing this at the place where I had my old shop. So I used to own a shop in Entropia Universe. Yeah, it's true, I did. It's in Twin Peaks Mall, floor 3. That's where it used to be. So this is where I'm at crafting. I came back to my old digs. I figured I'd try it out. And we're going to see how this goes. What does this mean? Did I loot a skill increase and we got residue? So you've only gotten one skill increase so far. That's a little disappointing. But let's see how it goes. Crafting is one of those like double-edged swords here because it's super easy to do. You can do it anytime you want. All you gotta do is just click that craft button and everything else is just good to go assembled for you. The thing is though, when you're skilling up crafting, you can lose a lot of PEDs really fast because you just leave your computer on, you click craft and you walk away. And you can be down, you can go to bed and you can lose like thousands of PECs, or sorry, not PECs. Well, you could lose thousands of PECs, but that would be impressive. You could lose thousands of PEDs. That's right. It is just a crazy, crazy thing. And you guys who are skilled in crafting, like, hats off to you, because that is a hard one to skill up. And if you guys ever meet someone who's a super skilled crafter, it means that they put in a lot of time, they really learn to play the game, and if they're doing good with it, like, they really know what they're doing. Crafters are the guys who run the numbers, they look at blueprints, they see if it's worth it, and then they buy them or they don't. And they try crafting, they try selling, and they're like the entrepreneurs of Entropia Universe. So hats off to all the crafters, because that really is a cool one. This is a QR, quality rating improved. So that's something we can talk about. Blueprints have this thing called quality rating. You're going to see this right here. So right now my quality rating is 32.5. The higher your quality rating, the better your chance for success. So if the quality rating on this blueprint was something like 100, let's say, that means that I'd have a super good chance that everything would succeed. This bar down here would be way more green, and you'd have a higher success rate. Higher success rate means you get more PEDs back. So if you're looking to skill your blueprints up to like level 100 QR, and then when you're done, you can sell them for a lot of money because there's a lot of people who buy those blueprints and use them themselves because they don't want to take those losses. They want a sure thing. And when you buy something that is QR 100, you know that you're going to lose less than if you just start from scratch. And it's a little bit easier of a investment to take on. But you got to look into each blueprint and everything like that because sometimes it's worth it to skill them, sometimes it isn't. Again, crafting is all about running the numbers and figuring out what you want to do and how you're going to make a profit by doing it. It used to be back in the day you could actually get quite a bit of money with residue, but that's not the case anymore. Well, let me look at this, I guess. We can check right here. Residue does not have a markup. It used to be running around like 105 to 106% for residue because you put residue in and what happens is you can craft stuff and you can get back like, well, so residue, you're using limited items when you craft them. If you use residue, what happens is if you craft a limited item, the residue goes into that item, the TT value of it, and it'll fill the item up to just max TT. So if you're selling for markup, you want that because the residue, as long as it's lower than the markup that you're going to get for the item, is going to increase in value and you'll make money off of it. So if you're paying 101% markup for metal residue, if you're crafting a gun that you make 128% markup on, it means that you're making 27% profit for every P, or 27 PECs for every PED of metal residue or residue that goes into that gun, which is just an awesome trade back. There's very few things in the universe that you can run the numbers on that. And like I said, crafting, it's all about running the numbers. Right now, this is just a generic skilling run. You can see I'm not getting a ton of skills. Like, look at this. There's not much. Like, we've had how many skill gains? We had a quality rating approval. I thought it listed skill gains in it. Or is this? No. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Skill increase. So we really haven't had many skill increases. Like, look at that, folks. This is just like, there's nothing here. Actually, what we'll do is at the end of this run, we can just go through and sort of analyze what we're seeing. But you're not going to get many skill increases. You're not going to get much on QR. You've just got to go through a ton of PEDs to get those skill gains, to get that QR rating up, just to do everything. Crafting is really a numbers game. But yeah, I'm curious how people are going to like this, because this is a lot more boring than like what I'm normally doing. I'm normally out mining, hunting, something like that, whereas here we're just sitting here watching these numbers tick off. And it's not too exciting because I'm using like a low level blueprint. If I ever craft anything like a gun or something like that, I'll definitely let you guys know, because I know that one's going to be big. A lot of people would probably love to see me start crafting some guns. Every now and then I'll do armor. The thing with armor though is like what I'm doing is just low level stuff to increase my skills. So it's not like it's not a big money maker, and I'm not spending enough to do it. It's like I'll just throw some iron in and craft some just basic armor that I can like TT, and that's it, you know. I'd like to get into some of the more advanced stuff, but my skills just aren't there. If you take a look at my crafting skills, they are abysmal. I don't know where crafting is. Wow. Alright, there it is. It makes sense. It's the one with the hammer and the anvil, of course. So mechanical engineering, I've got a level of 5. But then if you look at all this exciting stuff for laser weapons, I've got a level of 4. And the only reason my laser weapon crafting level is so high is because you get some skills that are used in laser weapon crafting when you go hunting. So it sort of makes sense. Everything else is like level 3. There's a few level 2s in here too. Like, you can see I am not good at this. Because at level 10, you get a nice little unlock for crafting. So if you guys are thinking about crafting, you want to get to level 10 as soon as possible, because then you get an unlock, and that's going to go into that's going to help you get more skills. It's another skill you can get. It's going to help you level up your crafting a lot faster. So whatever you're doing, get to level 10 as fast as possible. So just focus on one thing, and then you can go back and actually start, you know, crafting whatever you like. At least that's what everybody tells me to do. Or at least I used the sort of, you know, advice that people give. So if I was starting crafting, what I do is something like this. Use explosive projectiles 1 blueprint. Craft up until you're maxed out and you can't use it anymore. Switch to 2 when you're in that skill increase bonus. Craft up. Switch to 3. And around 3, that's when you're going to be hitting that level 10 cap. Or that level 10 mark. Once you hit level 10, you unlock that skill. Now you move into whatever you're interested in doing. If you want to do weapons, armor, whatever, get right into it the second you hit that level 10. Or at least that's my recommendation. There's going to be a lot of people in the comments who agree or disagree, so read those comments, folks. Honestly, the comments on my video are bar none some of the most like exceptional comments I've ever seen. You guys are just awesome. Like calling me out when I get something wrong and giving good advice. That's the thing. You're not just saying I'm wrong. You're saying serial overdrive's wrong, and here's where you went wrong, and here's what you should do. And I'd like to see that. I want to be called out about stuff like that, because that means that we've got a collective like community knowledge here, and that's something that's very important. So folks, if you're watching this video and you're interested in Entropia Universe, start reading the comments. Like right now, there's nothing going on. If anything interesting happens, I'm gonna call it out. So read those comments and see if there's any nice little tidbits in it. And also, folks who are just on YouTube listening to this right now, oh my god, I haven't touched my mouse. My screen just shut down. That's crazy. I don't know how that works with recording software. I don't know if you guys caught that, but my screen just like went black because I haven't used it in so long. Okay, so there we go. We've crafted 125 runs, but we've got a little bit left over from that the last bits of nanocubes that were sort of salvaged. So I'm gonna try crafting 15 more times and see what we can get for a grand total of 140 crafting attempts with 25 PEDs on nanocubes. Hopefully this is going to be a good one. Let's see. So what was I saying? Yeah, my screen just went dark because of how long I've been sitting here without touching the mouse. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. Stop the presses. 5.14 PEDs are right there. I made the right decision by going on. That's a lot of residue that we got and some explosive projectiles. I'm not going to use explosive projectiles at all. I'm probably going to TT those. Unless they have a markup to them. I don't think they do, though, because everybody's making these things. Oh, they do. 106%. I'll take that. You can put that in the bank. So these things do have a markup to them, folks. So, like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Crafting might be my new favorite profession. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, this right here, that's a big one. But yeah, crafting's boring, but read the comments. There's going to be people correcting me, telling you what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, what you should listen to that I said, and what you shouldn't. So it's going to be awesome. 141 runs we're doing because we got some more nanocubes salvaged. Alright, there we go, we're done. Let's analyze this, folks. So, we got a QR increase here. Let's say we don't count about the QRs. We're at 32.5 before. Our blueprint QR right now is 34. So we did a nice little 1.5 QR bump. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty solid. I'll take that. As far as skill gains, got one skill increase. This is a glitch here. Look at this. Look at this. It originally said 1.1 out of 2, and now it's 1 out of 11. There's a glitch there. It was confusing me earlier. That's why I was like, it was confusing me earlier. Trust me, folks. We got one skill increase. 2, got that right there. 3, 4, 5. We got a nice little bunch right there. Nothing here. 6, 7, 8. 8 skill increases. 9, 10. It's just 10. Still 10. 11. 12. And that's it. So we made 141 attempts at crafting nanocubes, and we only got 12 skill increases. That's pretty damn low, folks. And that is why crafting is expensive. So don't get into this thinking you're going to make money. Don't make money right away. And don't get into this thinking that this is like a cheap thing. Crafting is one of the most expensive skills, but it is what it is. Now, folks, let's do the math. Let's add this up and let's see where I exited. I'm probably going to take a 50% loss because crafting losses are always huge. Although I did get some like nice hits there, so we'll see. We'll see how this works out. So we got some nanocubes left over. 0.14 PEDs of them. 9 PEDs of residue. So now the question is, how many explosive projectiles did I create? I created a good number. So we got 19.7 PEDs returned, which means we took about 5.3 PEDs in losses. That's pretty big, folks. If you compare this to a lot of my average runs on like hunting and mining, that is a lot higher than what I'm used to seeing on average. And honestly, this is a pretty good return for crafting, at least initially. So there you have it. That is crafting. And the reason a lot of people do this, the reason a lot of people just sit here and skill this, is because it's an easy way to get skills without like watching the game, without playing the game. You can just idle your character and get skills. And also, once you get to that end game, crafting is one of the golden skills. It's probably the best skill to have. You can make a lot of money if you run the numbers and play your math and just make sure you get everything tight, everything locked down. You can probably be making like, you know, a couple bucks an hour crafting, which is crazy because, you know, you're playing a video game. Anyways, folks, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for just watching this video and hopefully enjoying it. Let me know what you think down below. If you guys hate crafting runs, if you don't want me to do any more, let me know. If you want me to do more, let me know. And if you don't want to tell me anything about like Entropia or anything like that, just tell me what your favorite band is. I'll go listen to them. Anyways, thank you for listening. And again, folks, have a good one if you can. Like, sub, do all of that stuff. And until next time, this is Serial Overdrive saying have a good one and peace.